And welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. I am Lord Forwind, here playing, of course, as Andalusia out of Granada. So we are currently involved in a war again versus Aragon. It's pretty much us versus Aragon and a couple little allies, so I'm not terribly worried about it. We do have to win it though, so this is us aggressively attacking them. How does Aragon keep their fleet? Sorry. Anyhow, we have Portugal as a vassal. Portugal is still going to hate us until the end of time. On the other hand, Portugal is actually colonizing for us. So, yeah, we at least have another essentially 2 or 3 free colonists working with us. They are looking like they're going for La Plata. We're also going for La Plata. So I might actually have 2 colonial nations in one region, which would be... I've had it happen before. I think I had it happen before with Portugal. I think. Not entirely sure. I do know it's possible, or unless it was last patch, to actually have 2 colonial nations and get 2 different merchants from it. Which, if you think about it, is pretty crazy. Considering, I think every colonial region is very large. Could end up getting a lot of merchants, colonial nations. So I guess a strategy to maximize your trade income would be play as Spain or Portugal and union the other, or if you can union Great Britain, and then wipe out all the other colonizers. Just colonize half the region, and hopefully they colonize just as fast as you do. I don't know. It would be hard to do because of the AI, but it's pretty cool if you did it. Also, Tunis is involved in this war too. I forgot to mention that. The Knights, Genoa, and me versus Aragon. Aragon, of course, is also involved in the Protestant Catholic War, which is led by Burgundy versus Austria. And it doesn't particularly look like Burgundy is doing well. On the other hand, the Ottomans are now invading Austria as well. So maybe this is the comeback moment for Burgundy and everybody? I don't know. Regardless, France isn't out of the war yet. And as long as France and Burgundy aren't out of the war could drag on for quite some time. Pretty sure France contributes about half the manpower, and Burgundy's no slouch either. We'll say it really comes down to how badly does Austria and their allies get beaten up in the war. Yeah, a couple major nations aren't in it, so pretty much actually for once a semi-small Protestant Catholic war. No Russia, no Ottomans, not really Iberia because I've kicked them out, and no Bohemia, Poland, Lithuania, and no Denmark, Norway, Sweden, which is also. And Swiss are independent and not involved at all. And I guess that's typical for Switzerland historically, but I don't know. I have issues with how Switzerland's portrayed in this. Even though I did do a Switzer-like campaign as them, I just don't like. Really, just don't like their ideas. 20% fort maintenance is nice, but can you please give them like 10% fort defense on top of that or something? I know it would make them ridiculously strong on defense, but a big difference. I don't know. I feel they should have some fort defense because Savoy next to them gets an insane amount of fort defense, although they don't get fort maintenance. I don't know. I'd much rather have as a nation fort defense than fort maintenance in some ways. I guess it saves you money. Anyhow, I'm just gonna... the war is going in our favor, so I'm not even paying much attention to it. Although, I may need to actually find a way to navigate. Actually, I do have military access. Oh no. Oh, I probably do once I kill France. Or pick out this fort and can march through France, right? I only really need access to France, Milan, and the Pope. I don't have military access to any of them. Oh. I guess fair enough. I guess we could just occupy Aragon's territories and just sit here waiting. not like the Knights or Genoa are ever gonna do anything. If anything, Aragon's gonna send troops to try and fight Cuba or something. Relatively hilarious. I wish I could make at least Naples. Ideally, I'd like to do something like that. Well, actually, ideally, I'd do this and take over all their lands. But demands exceed war score. That would be a devastating blow, getting rid of that. What else could we get them to get rid of? Sicily might be nice as well. I wish Tunis could actually win this. Could have won the naval war. Unfortunately, Aragon's navy is very, very powerful. 21 heavy ships. Anyhow, we can just pretty much just sit and wait at this point. There's no real particular rush winning this. I just got to find a province where my troops aren't starving to death. And then wait. They're fighting Burgundy in France, so eventually they'll have to fight somebody. Maybe. I don't know. Austria's really winning the Protestant Catholic War. No, because it looks like France is getting destroyed. Okay, so that's why. Great Britain is honestly taking on France. Could take on France solo, it seems. Because I don't know what's up with France. I would have thought they would have had much more. Oh, they are in the French Wars of Religion, maybe? Or in the starting levels of it? I don't actually know. Seems rather strange, though. Bavaria just left the war. How long are you going to want this? Just occupied tons of your land. War exhaustion alone should be causing you trouble. They're almost back to wanting peace. The other thing I'm tempted to do is just try and jump up here, take 2 crossing points into France. That way no one else can conquer their way into Iberia, like, say, France. Not that I'm particularly worried about France invading. But I have a feeling we're going to see France lose land to England in this war. Or Austria. One or the other. Either way. France is not going to come out of this too pretty, it doesn't look like. Amazing, Austria still has an army. The Ottomans have conquered of their land. Yeah. How are we doing? Let's debase currency. And let's go legalism. There we go. A couple more 100 gold. We didn't really particularly need it, but I've been told that I really should be doing it more often. Let's also strengthen a fort. Specifically, let's strengthen Granada. Yeah, Granada and why not? I'm not as good as it would be to put them on the frontline forts. These backline forts are on a mountain range and what is this, highlands? Yeah. So they're our last defense forts, if it's that. So let's see what we can actually get for people. I almost could force them to get rid of Sicily. But I don't occupy any of the forts, so probably not worth it. Can I just simply take the coast? Would. That actually might be worth doing. Question is, how close are we to actually be able to take provinces? Oh, these are all going to be over there. Great. I want to take more of your land. Why don't you give me a better understanding what I have to do to steal your territory? Okay, 1 more month and we can take Vizcaya. Or Vizcaya. Not sure how to say it. There we go. And now my army is, I just realized, trapped up here. Oops. Okay, well, we're going to have to be a little bit careful in terms of if there's any rebels or any other wars. But meantime, however, Aragon is pretty much wiped out as a great power. I don't think they're even a great power now, are they? They are. They're still just hanging on there. Probably change next month, honestly. Anyway, big gain there, put it mildly. I also kind of want to take this event here, so I don't... Actually, you know what? Let's just lose the admin power. Build buildings? Yeah, I'll take that, actually. Free tax income. Not about to turn that down. Let's put you towards drilling and fabricating claims on Argo. We'll leave one diplomat pretty much... Actually, no, let's just take him off Portugal. No reason to leave him on Portugal. Portugal's going to hate me anyway. I don't even think we've dented their negative 200 rating, have we? No, but it's closer. We're only like 430, negative 430, so only like negative 230-ish. Yeah. So, some progress. Slow, but steady. Can we actually do anything with the merchant? We can get the New World Charter. That's what I was after, was the New World Charter. So now that we can actually speed up colonization at least a little bit. Taken a while. Actually, did we finish off? We haven't finished off both trees. For some reason I thought we did. No, we finished off defensive. Makes sense. If we can finish off another expansion tree, we'll get that bonus settlers, which would be good. Unfortunately, I have a feeling that tech would be more beneficial. Mainly so I can get another military idea, I think. Influence wouldn't be bad, though. Literally, the whole reason to take the influence tree is pretty much these three ideas right here. Aggressive impact, diplo rep, and diplomatic relations. Although if you've got vassals, a cheaper annexation is obviously really good. Got actually it's a pretty strong tree overall. I don't know what I'd go. Offensive? Quality actually probably would be worth it. Because we've got ships for once. Quantity wouldn't be bad either, but it's not a problem for us. Maybe offensive or quality. I don't know. We'd have to figure out that. I think I gotta do a claim. Pretty much just want to claim all your lands now. Oh, it helps if I don't accidentally claim provinces in Italy, though. Or in Sardinia. Got problems, that's fine. Ottomans have massively expanded. Wow. Oh, wait a second. Oh, Russia's joined the Protestant League? They weren't in it earlier. Oh, that's really gonna alter things. The arrival of Russia and Ruthenia. That almost single-handedly might turn the war in the Protestants' favor. Too bad the Ottomans didn't join. They were too busy beating up Hungary, though, I guess. Let's see. Portuguese La Plata is going very well. Nobody really wants Brazil. What does everyone have against Brazil? I don't really know why Andalusian Brazil down here isn't expanding. Maybe they're bankrupt. Well, I check that. Andalusian Brazil, pay off debt. They don't have any debt. Okay, they don't have any debt either. Knowledge share to you guys, huh? Nothing there. Okay, well, these colonies are going to be done. We are 4th, 5th, 5th in our ranks. I guess I'm happy with that. Hoya is finished. That's the Fountain of Youth area. I'm just going to colonize down here. I don't feel the need to fight Portugal for that land. Today I'm going to get it in the end. Darien is almost done. I think we'll probably send them down here to Chaco. Yeah, it's closer and closer to dealing with Cusco and the Inca. These guys are still successfully traveling, searching for gold. And Austria was just excommunicated. I don't usually see a Protestant Burgundy though. We have a Protestant Burgundy in the game. And Burgundy is actually making a comeback here. Probably solely due to Russia. Although it doesn't look like Russia's doing that well. Huh. Russia's getting pretty well destroyed. England's armies are making a difference. Too bad Bohemia isn't on one side or the other, but I don't know. Ottoman are calling me to arms. I'm merging our fleets here. Maybe I've got enough to actually transport my army out of this area. It looks like I will. It'll take a little while. I mean, not that this is the worst area in the world for them to be located. Or not if there's a coalition to get trapped up there. Okay, Darien's done. That'll finish off Colombia or whatever it is in Arabic. I think the Grenadans must have spoken Arabic, right? Or did they speak some like Berber language? I don't actually know. I would assume they spoke Arabic, or at least knew Arabic. Okay, well our army's out of there. What are the war sides on this? Tunis is involved, fine. Portugal, still dealing with rebels. So we'll go help them with their rebels. Then hopefully they will go help the Ottomans with the war. We actually have a good war score. Oh, Kazan does exist, right? That might be what's making things a bit in our favor. More settler growth. I will happily take that. We also get relations here with Portugal due to defending their land. And guess what? We are actually below -200. So, progress. Now if they would only actually gain like 100, 200 opinion of me, we'd be even better off. Oh well, no matter what we do, we're going to cause one heck of a religious problem in their country when we forcefully convert them. Speaking of conversion, got more to do ourselves. There we go. Portugal's rebels are dealt with. What are we looking at? I would say that's about half of Iberia converted. What are we looking at in terms of owning it? 15 more to go. At least 5 of which are owned Portugal. That must mean they only have 10 left. They only have 9 left, and then France has the last one. Fair enough. The fact that I'm going to have to fight France, though, isn't going to be fun. Not fun at all. Regardless, though, we just got better reformed infantry. If in the world cares. Better reformed infantry, so that's good. Protestants are a bit of a comeback, although Russia is dying, even though they've got a stack over here. Sometimes I don't understand the AI's logic for defensive. Let's throw up a fort or upgrade this fort here. And then I'm going to throw up a fort. Oh, I can't actually throw up a fort. Oh, they built a shipyard. Quick do that. Then let's build a fort there in a little bit. I know it's a bit of a waste of admin power. But once I build those forts there, I think I can get rid of the 3 or so forts here. I might actually leave this one, get rid of those. I don't also need a fort in Luzon anymore. Cancel that. What would it actually take me to be able to attack France? I could attack France right now. Oh. Only one I'd be fighting would be Tuscany and France themselves. Excuse me. Annoying cough. We'd have to take Baracoa. Where's Baracoa? Right there. I'm gonna go say that my colonial nation would be theirs. And between me, Portugal, and them, too good of an opportunity to pass up, honestly. I'm already at war with France. Let's do it. It's risky, I know, but if I can get Laborde, and that's literally all I want out of this war, is this one province. We might have a very good shot at it right now while France is weak. I also could build up some more troops. Not the most effective use of my manpower because I could throw up a couple mercenaries in there and get a bigger advantage. If my vassal can deal with the Caribbean, actually no, I don't even need my vassal. I can just raise a unit of my own and march it in. Okay. Forgot I could actually raise troops in my vassal's lands. So that makes it a lot easier. Go for their next fort. And we're gonna have to fight French peasants. Come on, French peasants. We don't want to fight you. I don't even know what accent that was, so pardon my wandering into an accent without knowing what I'm doing. We actually have some really nice siege ability going on, don't we? Drilling and everything. Quick fire on that. The provinces. We need 10 more score at least. And we need about 50. We got about 4. Okay. Fair enough. They have an 8 stack there. Oh, okay. Great. I can't take that province legally. Now let's send my reinforcement stack here of 10 troops. That'll give us 46,000 troops involved in the war versus France. Not to mention whatever weird stuff Portugal shows up with. At least we're not going to be having a negative ticking war score. Oh. Okay. The Luke's shown up. Honestly, can say I didn't see that happening. Well, let's merge you together and put you blocking the Strait of Gibraltar. That way I don't have to deal with any unexpected invasions myself. Okay. Got that. We'll quick push you. Portugal, we're using them as a occupational tool. We can get that one province. I don't want to try to get any for one. Yeah. I'm going to be a little ambitious here. Seeing as France is actually only fighting me now. I do have to be a little bit wary. We can take those 2 forts, Caribbean one and Anjou. Probably get another Caribbean province out of it. And I'd say that's worth it. All already. Okay, the Caribbean province fell. What are we looking at here? Let's do True Faith Spread because we're getting a new institution here. 20 years. Perfect. Oh, come on. 71% chance of taking this. Can you just take it already? Okay, finally. We don't need any more European territories. In fact, we don't want any more European territories because of the potential growing coalition. Like to finish off their Caribbean presence. You know what? We'll leave them 1 Caribbean province. Take all the others. I could even try for money. The board is mine, which also greatly offends Europe. But not too much. Pretty much only the Catholic side of this war. Okay. The Ottomans can boost significantly on Tunis's side. Can boost England. I probably should send this diplomat for relations with allies. The wrong ally, but whatever. Coffee is now a thing in the world. Oh, yay. I'm going to also colonize here in Mexico. That way we can actually invade that area if we need to. Don't disarm me. Although there's Catholic separatists on this, or rebels. That's Cuba's problem, to be honest. Okay. Our fleet survived attack, which is good. I think we might actually need to split our army now into 2. Means exact right amount of leaders. High unity of being, keep that legalism going. We don't actually need a fort here anymore because we now have a fort there. Cool. Although this is a pretty terrible position of a fort compared to this one. So let's get rid of this fort actually. I know I'm wasting money, but 2 well, a hill and a mountain for a defense line sounds a little bit better than a woods province. And for some reason, the Mamelukes decide to leave their entire army in my lands rather than actually resist the conquest of their whole capital region. Strange AIs. There. What are we looking at for a coalition? Could be fairly large. I don't know if it will be though. It really comes down to is Bohemia going to cause trouble? French particular shouldn't care about my land at all. These Catholic zealots really aren't doing anything now. What are we looking at for Cuba? Come on, where is it? 172 development. Brazil is still at 30. Portugal has crawled its way back up to 74. Fazan is at 12 now. That's a gain for Fazan, is it? Yeah, they've gone up, but they didn't actually spend power, so they must have gotten an event that gave them base tax. Nice to know the AI is actually intelligent enough to take those when they pop up. And I think on that note, I will end it here. True, there is still a military presence in the land, and the Mamluks still need to be defeated, but that's tiny problems. And then we can think about invading Mexico here. We don't have that much further to go to take out Aragon. Then it's a matter of bringing Portugal back into the fold in terms of getting to 200 almost, 190. Ugh. That alone is going to take 50 years. Oh well, the last couple episodes might just be waiting to some degree. Once I take over Andalusia, of course I have to defend it against France, who I've now surpassed in size to become the second largest empire in the game, obviously discounting the extraordinarily backwards Ming. See how that's doing before that. How is the Renaissance doing? Hasn't even gotten through India. So that is it from me, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye for now.